What's your general sense, I guess, of where the Raiders might go from here once the dust settles, do you think?
Well, every time a firing happens, Rich, with plenty of time left in the regular season, we'll hear someone say, well, the Raiders have a head start now on conducting a full and complete search and turning over every stone. And we know damn well that every owner knows who he wants to hire the moment the last coach is fired. So he knows who he wants. Now, could he change his mind between now and then? Maybe. What if Antonio Pierce turns it around? What if Antonio Pierce does what Rich Bisaccia did 2 years ago?
Right.
I'd like to think maybe Mark Davis would have learned from that mistake and give Antonio Pierce at least another year to see if he can replicate it. So keep an open mind, conduct an expansive and inclusive and broad search, and defer any decisions until the appropriate time after the season is ended. This is an opportunity to make a really good hire, but that's the problem. Look, as Jed York once said during a period of intense dysfunction with the 49ers, you can't fire the owner. And the problem is Mark Davis. The guy that's made a bunch of bad decisions over the past 12 years is going to make the next decision. Is he going to make a good decision? His track record tells us probably not. So that's what we have to factor into this as well. And I also wonder, Rich, who he's getting advice from. Like, how involved was Tom Brady in whispering in Mark Davis's ear as to whether or not he should fire Josh McDaniels? How much will Brady be involved going forward? Was John Gruden talking to Mark Davis? All these guys are advised by someone. I'd love to know who gave Gruden or who gave Davis his advice and whether Gruden was involved in telling him what he thought he should do with Josh McDaniels.
I thought you were going code red on me right there, Mike. I thought that's where you were going with that answer. So what's your best guess? Who is in Mark Davis's mind then right now?
You know, there's already chatter about Jim Harbaugh, and I don't know that Harbaugh is going to be very attractive to an NFL team, depending upon how deep this rabbit hole goes with the Kaiser Soze situation up in Michigan, right? That guy's popping up everywhere. Like, how can Harbaugh? Like, Harbaugh said that he didn't know anything about it. Well, at a certain point, you become Mr. Magoo. If this program of stealing signs was as vast as it appears to be, he wanted the Minnesota job. He thought he was getting the Minnesota job. That's my understanding. The Vikings went with Kevin O'Connell, interviewed for the Broncos job this year. They went with Sean Payton. I don't know that there's an escape hatch. And when they pushed the story on Sunday, the Sunday Splash report about Harbaugh possibly being suspended by the league if he's suspended by the NCAA, well, I don't know what rule would support that. It would be antitrust, frankly, for the league to do it. But if it scares teams away from hiring him, mission accomplished. But Davis would be the one guy who wouldn't care about it. And Jim Harbaugh's coaching career started as quarterback's coach, and probably before that, quality control with the Raiders 20 plus years ago.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.